Pterodactyl here. Today's video is going to be on this little Craftsman RER1000. This little rear engine rider. That's what RER stands for. Rear engine rider. It's got a little 30-inch deck on it. Now the problem with this thing is I got the pedal down. Got the pedal locked down. I got it neutral. You hit the key, it won't crank. Nothing. It's got some kind of electrical issue. And we're going to run over that issue. Well, the first thing I see is they branded this thing wrong. They spelled that wrong. It says Craftsman on there, when it should say Craftsman. We sell these in our online store. You need to get yours today. So this mower came in, and the customer said that over the winter he was going out there and he was starting it with the key. And he said a couple weeks ago when this came in, he says, I was hitting the key and nothing. I couldn't get it to do nothing. So one thing I noticed he did, because look where the battery is. The battery's over here and the terminals are under here. So the customer had cut a hole in here so he could get at that terminal. So he hacked into the body, and he also, the solenoid is back here. I don't know if the camera, can you see that, Mr. Cameraman? So he said when he jumped the solenoid, it would crank over, but he still couldn't get it to start. And I go, well, you got to have the key on. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, you could jump it. You could jump the solenoid and get the motor to crank, but you got to have the key in the on position. Because when you're bypassing all the safeties and you're cranking it from the solenoid, if the key is off, you're not getting any spark to the engine. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I said, okay, well, if you'd been starting it and it's been starting all this time and now it won't start, to me, that's got to be a safety switch issue, because these mowers have several safeties on them to protect you, the consumer. So the first thing I noticed, because I always do this first, I always check the seat switch. Because a lot of times these people want to disconnect the seat switch. Again, these are on here for your safety. If you want to be a knucklehead and disconnect the safeties and you get hurt, that's on you. You shouldn't be suing the company because you're an idiot. First thing I saw is he did this. So I told him, I have to take that off when I give this back to you. I will give it back to you. If you want to put it back on, that's up to you. But when it leaves here, this is coming off. Because he also said this to me. Oh, yeah, by the way, could you disconnect all those safeties on there? Those are a pain in the keister. I go, no. I go, I could, but I'm not. Because if something happens, I'm liable, not you. So I said, no. Well, could you tell me how to do it? I go, no, I'm not even going to tell you how to do it, because I'm still liable, because I told you how to do it. Safeties are on there for a reason. So that's got to come off. So he's already got this bypassed. Another safety is you got to have the pedal down. And you got to make sure the blades are disengaged. Here's the for engaging the blades. So I have to find all them switches to make sure. Another thing is the fuse. You want to make sure the fuse isn't blown, because that'll do the same thing. It won't start if the fuse is blown. So you have to find the fuse. Well, the fuse is right here. And the fuse is good. I already checked the fuse. So we need to find the other safety switches. So we got to find the one for the brake pedal. I got to lower the deck And I got to get a light. And Mr. Cameraman, you're going to have to get down low because there's a safety switch in the back here. So I'm going to get on the other side and you're going to see where my hand is because it's kind of hard to see. So the one for the brake pedal is back here. Right here. Can you see my hand, Mr. Cameraman? There's one of your safety switches. See how the pedal is hitting it? So there's the one, or the second one. The first one was the seat switch. There's the pedal. Now come over here, Mr. Cameraman. Here's the switch for our blade engagement. Now right now our blades are disengaged. And when we engage the blades, it moves it away from that switch and opens that switch. So when I was checking for all these switches, that's when I noticed there's also a switch here. See, there's wires running to this switch. And that's for this chute. And this is how it came in. Look. So that's the problem. This had got bumped or had fallen off. So let me set the parking brake. He's already got the seat switch bypassed. So when I push this in, that was his problem. That's what happened. He was probably moving this around in his garage, and he probably bumped the chute. And he didn't realize that there's a switch here. And that's why it was starting, and now it's not starting. So something as simple as that. I wish they were all that simple. So all I have to do is put this chute back on the correct way. It's got a little pin that fits into that keyhole. And then when you swing it over to latch it onto here, the head of that bolt pushes on that switch. And again, that's because they do not want you operating this mower with this chute off. Because look at this. Let me take it back off real quick. Look, that's wide open. Here's where the blade comes. So I know there's going to be some knucklehead out there that, I don't like that stupid chute keeps plugging up. I'm going to take that chute off. I'm going to tie that switch back with a zip tie. And then I'm going to bypass this switch and the one under the seat and the one for the pedal. And then I'm going to be mowing grass. And I'll probably have about 8 or 9 beers in me. And I'll be mowing the grass. And I'll be like, what's that, honey? And I'll go and step off and boom. There goes your foot. Chop your foot right off. Look at that. I don't like this. You like this design, grass rats? Oh, here, look, I just noticed this. This may be another reason why the chute came off. That's all tore away. You raise it back up. Good thing I noticed that. I got to squeeze this back together. Looks like something cut through it. I got to squeeze this back together and weld that. And then put the chute back on. It's got that Chinese engine on there. This is probably made by MTD. I'm sure it is. It's got that MTD styled engine on there. Because Sears didn't make this, or Craftsman, or Stanley, whoever owns them now, Black & Decker Stanley. They didn't make this. They had MTD, Many Troubles Daily, Made to Die. There's all kinds of terms. All kinds of words you can use for MTD. I like many troubles daily. So I'll have to fix that. But there you go, grass rats. In case you got one of these, there's where all your switches and stuff are in case you're trying to troubleshoot one of these. Those are things to look for and check for. Well, if you're new to this channel and you like this channel, hit the like button. Subscribe if you already haven't subscribed. Check out our web store. We got all kinds of stuff there, like that Craftsman sticker. We got all kinds of stickers. Kind of Sucky, John Doe, Crawler. The list goes on. Look, check out the website. There's got to be something there for you. This beautiful pocket tee from our beautiful county here, Podunk County, Indiana. This is where we're at. Maybe you'd like this shirt. I got another shirt under it because it's a little chilly today, but it's a t-shirt with a pocket. Follow me with your little rear engine riders, rear keister riders on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, there's your dinner. Woo! Easy fix on this one. Guy is just begging to get hurt. He's just trying his darndest to have this lawnmower hurt him.